Well, howdy doody duelers, here we are again, Southern YGO's Rice. So you will notice that this doesn't quite look like some sealed only duels. Sorry about that, essentially just the way that I was able to record things and the way that everything worked out meant that I can't really do that for month one, and sadly partly for month two as well. You can blame just me in general really. But for my round one duels, I'll link everything from my opponent's perspective down below. Please do have a look. I won one of them and I lost one of them. Which one? You'll have to find out. But yes, also just a quick shout out to, I believe it's Tatson. I don't quite know how to say it. Sorry if I said that wrong. But he was due to be my round one opponent, but some stuff got in the way and he had to end up opting out of the sealed only league. However, he's been doing wonderful things on YouTube, so I'll have his stuff linked down below too. So, two other bits of housekeeping while I've got your attention. One, I was told and convinced on the very last minute, before I knew anyone was playing, before my round one, all that sort of stuff, to switch out the main deck Shadow Hound for another Shadow Dragon, which I did. It didn't come up whatsoever, but I just thought I'd let you know. And the second thing is that we technically open special editions, which according to the rules isn't allowed, even though we didn't take the promos. I'll hold my hands up above the mats. I can't hold them too much higher, or they'll be bashing into the camera. But yes, I wasn't allowed to do that. So I've taken the money off of that from this month, converting them into ruled packs, which leaves us rounded down to £71, which honestly isn't the absolute worst. So, with that out of the way, also, Josh Oyster's won with Monarchs. That's a big scary thing. His stuff's also been put down below, and as well as the updated list of everyone that's in the thing, also down in the description. But yes, so let's get into month number 2. So what are we going to open up this month? We could take Shadows a million different ways. We could do some funky fresh stuff with like ABCs or Light Swans, or we could try and laser focusing on the meta that we're currently experiencing in the sealed only league. I'm not going to lie, some people running some very scary stuff. However, you know me, and I have a little bit of a fetish for a structure deck. So, starter deck code breaker. Yeah, we're going to have to start with this one, I'm afraid. There's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm not going to lie, but I did originally only get it for Torrential Tribute, because you know Trap Dolls is like the good way to go, especially on a budget. There is no arguing this. But honestly, look at this like shenanigans. We get Lynx, we get Compulse. That's very good. Bottomless, not as good, but also very good. Torrential Tribute, very good. Mirror Force is one for many, but we know it has issues. Call the Haunted with Resto Incarnation. There's Book of Moon, Book de Mundes. That's a pretty good card. MST, we have literally 7 copies of Twin Twister. Why would we ever play this? Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. Scapegoat we're not going to use, but that's fine. The Battle Hand Traps, I don't know if this could ever be relevant. Maybe to stop an OT. I don't know, probably not. Saber Dragon, I'm not going to shit on it, but we're probably not going to use it. I really like Link Slayer as a card, so that's all good. So we're getting 3 of these. Thank you once again to Wayne and the Tobacconist / Nerd World in Southampton. If you're about, please do look them up for either Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or Pokemon stuff. They do all that as well, but they also do all the vaping and like some electronic. It's a wonderland. It's a wonderland. So, what are we going to open up next? Because we have this much left after getting these at £5 each. Ooh, what's this? Is that a box? Is that a box of Rise? Have I finagled my way around this to get a box of? I absolutely have not. I've bamboozled you once again. We're not going for this. We're instead getting Structure Deck Lair of Darkness. I don't know why I scrolled halfway down. There you go. Structure Deck Lair of Darkness. So some people may call it petty and may call it oversimplifying things and doing big stupid things. I did get this exclusively for Full Force Virus. So thought behind this. Full Force Virus, very good card against Monarchs, which is a serious, actual, pretty difficult threat to deal with. Now, it's not going to be the main, it's probably going to be sided, but there's not a monster in the Monarch deck that doesn't get hit by this. Yes, they can play through it, but it's a 3-card hand to do that, which I'm feeling great about. That's pretty good. We can use Epidemic, this one, there we go. Eradicator Epidemic Virus, I got it in the end. And Deck Devi's pretty good. Crush cards, we can use these. It's like, Not a lot else in here, if I'm honest. Everything else that might be good we kind of already have. I mean, maybe Vanity's Fiend is good. If we could pull Diablos off, that would be great, but nah. That's probably what we're going with. So, I was only able to get one of these through the Nerd World. I mean, I had to pick up 2 more for slightly more expensive online, meaning that I have spent this much, and I should have this much left. There we go. So what are we going to do with that? So 20 quid, that's a couple of packs of... Ha! I've bamboozled you once again! No, we're actually not going to spend the money at all. So we're going to try and transfer £20 over to next month. According to the rules, we're allowed to do that. That's the maximum amount we're allowed to do. So I'm looking forward to doing that because there is a reason for that I'll explain towards the end of this video. It will be explained. However, I'm not going to cheat you out of some sealed only content. Oh, absolutely not. We are going to do a little game of have a look at what you could have won. So I'm pretty sure for £71 I could have gotten a box of Rise of the Duelists. At least. So the things that we would want out of here, once again, sort of going in with the Trapture Doll stuff, would be anything from the Dogmaster engine. There's the Torrential Tribute Searcher. That's about it. Punishment is just such a good card that it could be incredibly valuable, even without Intis and everything. So I'm not allowed any of the things that come out of this. Fingers crossed I didn't make a huge mistake. The first one, not bad. Not bad. I'm not regretting my decision just yet. I've got an ultra rare. That's not great. This is a Torrential Tribute Searcher. Dogmaster Theo. It's not the worst in the world. I think it's a light and everything. Yeah, that's not Starlight. I'm not gonna lie. It's my second time. We did get a punishment there. This is my second time recording it. The first time, the audio just absolutely crapped itself. Basically, so the first time, I shit you not, I got first pack was Schism, third pack was Nadir's Servant. It was something like 8th pack was Fleur de Lis. There's nothing here, by the way. Yeah, 8th pack was Fleur de Lis. 10th pack was Ecclesia. And then I got a Starlight Gaia. It was everything. So I'm actually feeling great about this. I did try and recover that. And I tried dubbing over the previous video. But it just looked absolutely awful. So we have to redo this. But regardless, I still regret my decisions. But this is what you're seeing now. Another ultra rares. It's not the previous box, so it's not going to be anywhere near as good. I mean, the main things that we want from this is like maybe an Ecclesia. The punishment's just the most key thing, just because it's engine interruption. Along with the torrential tributes. Like, I don't know if we could have finangled the torrential tributes as well as getting a whole bunch of rise, or enough to get like good stuff. But as you can see, we're getting some hot garbage throughout this. A bunch of super rares. I haven't even seen too many punishment, if I'm honest. DD Dog. It's not good in DDs as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, if anybody's interested, my favourite card is DDD Donkey Kali Yuga. Mainly because I just like the name. But we'll see how it goes. Just garbage, just all of it garbage. 5 packs left. No, not a lot. Not an awful lot. Well, this does make me feel better, I suppose, that I'm not getting these cards instead of oh god, the bloody thing that we opened the box. That was insane. It's probably why we're getting such piss poor luck here. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Yeah, no secret rares as far as I can tell. Just a bunch of ultra rares and a lot of supers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a good sort of solid idea in mind what we're doing with the deck, and that shall be next. Apart from one other thing, I've decided what my lost start for this month is going to be. Just another judgment into the profile. So, I know you're expecting some big changes to be made to the list. Get ready to be disappointed once again, for I bamboozled you. 2 BLS have turned into 1. Like, it wasn't even bad to draw when I saw it. It's just, this is the 41st card for now. I didn't want to go into too many because I played this at a couple locals and just kept not drawing fusion spells. So yeah, that's gone down to 1. 3 Mathematician and an Armageddon Knight have turned into 3 Mathematician and Cerberus. I know this is technically a hit to consistency, but the Armageddon Knight didn't do great things when I saw it, and it means that Mathematician turns into Say if we go against Christia or something else, null mathemats en pero, draw a card, pop a card by crashing into it. I think that's valuable as a problem solver, because that was the key thing that I had when I was making this deck, because I wanted to solve problems. So, yeah, Parapero's in there instead. Then our 3 other light targets. This is just such a good card at the moment in Sealed Only League, so keeping that as is. Then our Shadow lineup, not a lot has changed. Apart from, like, let me get into the Hedgehog thing, because I know I was very specifically on 3 Hedgehog last time. Like I said, where it's 41 cards as is, I don't know if I could justify playing 42 and 3 Hedgehog. So, for better or for worse, we are trying 2 Hedgehog this time. I still don't think it's optimal. We're doing it. I've decided. 2 Nil Aerial, 1 for the combo and 1 for utility, and then all the other utility dolls. I know I said that I took out Hound last time, but it's another little problem solver, especially against Monarchs, because the Monarchs are all 28 and they're normal summoned. The only way that we get rid of them reliably is Construct crashing into them by battle, and that's not great. So Hound can at least put them in defense position, and I can maybe run over them. Spell cards, once again, like no big shockers here. All the fusion spells at 3. I almost want to cut Super Poly just because it's sacky, and there are times that you don't want it because it doesn't really super help your combo, but of course it's engine, so you kind of have to play it, especially in the sealed only stuff. Then 3 Book of Moon. So this is in here instead of Torrential Tribute. This is almost in it exclusively because I don't like Torrential in the mirror match. As bad as that sounds, because this is obviously a 1-for-1, it's not even removal, it's just sort of something else. But the utility behind the card, I think, means that it's worth it as a problem solver as much as anything else. So yeah, we're going to stick with 3 Book for now. If I regret it, I regret it. The 1 on Foolish Burial, it's just any doll effect we want. Then the traps are exactly the same. 3 Sinister Shadow Games and 2 Restore Incarnation. There was a build of this where I took these out, and for locals I just kind of missed it because I didn't know I was going to completely regret it or not, so I put it inside, which was a terrible idea because I just should have mained it. And then 2 Restore Incarnation. Like I know in a lot of the competitive builds, like Invoked dolls, they cut this down to 1, but in this build it's so valuable, especially for the combo. Extra deck, and once again we have got it in reverse order, wherever I put it. Oh, there you go. So our tokens, and then 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 Shadow Construct. All of these, actually, you know what, that hasn't come up at all. That's only for the combo, and that's come up a bunch. I replaced Elstad Grista with Pico Talker. I just thought maybe it would be valuable to have a Link 3. The best boy, honestly. Like, I know I got it for Borrowload, the Rocket Revolt structure deck, but this has been so good, especially like in so many hands where I think I can end on like a fusion after the big combo, a fusion, El Shadow, Resh, 4 other cards in hand, and like a Falco if I want it or whatever. Honestly, so often I just go into this and then set Resh with a Construct Engrave, because you can banish the whole board and then Wendy sets something like a beast and just go nuts next turn. It's amazing. 2 Window, yeah, that's fine. 2 App Cologne. 2 Shek still, so with all the Machina running around, I think this is good, but genuinely, there are so many times that defensively, this is better than Construct and Window. Like in the mirror match, this is really difficult to get over. Plus, like, I guess you can Super Poly Machina more than once, I guess. And then 3 of the Old Lady, because she's pretty good out here. And our side deck, which has changed up a little bit as well. The 3 Torrentials live here now, just in case I'm wrong with the Book of Moon, and in case like going first, this is better than Book of Moon. I guess Book of Moon's better going second. Plus, we can make sure we're not siding this in against dolls, so that's my reasoning behind it. 3 go first cards, followed up by 3 going second cards. It's just the way it is. I like being able to like generically just side in. It doesn't necessarily matter on the matchup, but when we know we're going first or second, because I'm pretty sure we can guess those things. I know I talk shit about MST, but I'm running MST. So in the locals that I played, a couple of times I found the discard for Twin Twister to just be slightly more awkward than I want it to be. I don't know, this might be another mistake, but I'm trying it. We'll see how it goes. And then the Full Force Warriors that we mentioned before. it can hit a couple of different things. Not the best in the world. Thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't have gotten the 3. What's it called? The 3-layer darkness structure decks just for this, but it's what we're running with for now. Right, now I've done a little bit of editing already because, weirdly enough, I've already done all my matches. We'll see how it goes with me actually showing them. So you should see at least one match now. You may or may not realise that no Bamboozles this time, no Bamboozles. This is not Jules. I'm going to peel back the veil very briefly, and I'm getting in touch with the other YouTubers to see if they have a way to fix it. But none of the stuff that I recorded can go into my editing software whatsoever. Even when I try and change it, it doesn't seem to go through. It just crops all of the audio, and even when I switched my recording software, it just does not want to work at all. So you're going to have to see everything from both of our perspectives still, but on my opponent's channels, which will be linked down below, I'll make it nice and obvious what is what. The next bit, which I did mention before, why we saved our £20, and I can't really tell you without telling you how my duels went, but still, please do watch them. We won every single game, and we didn't drop a game. So what we're going to do from here. Well, as much as I could just start opening Rise of the Duelists and get Dogmatica stuff, the only thing that's really super important there is getting the punishment, and all the extra Dogmatica stuff is kind of difficult to get, if I'm honest, because we're at secrets and ultras and everything. It would just be opening a lot of that, which I don't think people necessarily want to see. So, on top of that, because an awful lot of people are playing Shadow in the Sealed Only League, and I think people are getting bored of it and they want a bit of variety, I'm going to put myself in a handicap. I'm going to straight up switch decks. What am I going to switch to? Well, considering that I have the £20 that I'm saving this month, plus £15 for winning the tournament for next month, I have no idea. If I'm honest, I've talked it through with some of the other people in the league and they suggested a couple of things. But realistically, I wanted to ask what you guys think I should play. So I've got £115 for next month. What am I going to do the deadlines for this? So let's say the 20th? Yeah, by the 20th. Put your stuff down below. What do you think I should play? What should I get into? Like, I've opened 13 structure decks. I have so many staples. What can we go with? Like, I don't mind people thinking that we can get into, I don't know, do we want to make Modern Goat? Do I want to play Highlander? Do you want me to just start playing like ABC? I don't think anyone's playing ABC. Anything like that. I will talk to the organiser, Yugi Joe. I think I will have 2 unlocks for product. If not, then we'll just say the previous unlocked was for Duel Devastator, because eventually we're going to get that anyway. But yeah, what do you guys think I should play? Put it down below and I'll have a little think and look through, and I'll consult the galaxy-sized brains that are the Amano Awato group chat. But yeah. I look forward to seeing your submissions. There's a Shadow Games missing. Oh well, I'm sure it's around somewhere because this is like several weeks after the duels. But yes, hopefully we'll have a fix for all of the duels next month. Apologies, but everything there it is. Everything's linked below. I'll get some new sleeves so they don't stick as much. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I love you very much. Ta-da.